The exercise of the week is leg curls. Leg curls are a great way to develop strength and control of your hamstrings, which are on the back side of your upper legs. It's also an area that a lot of us, especially adults, tend to neglect in our training is isolated hamstring work. So the way we train this exercise is well, there's a couple options. I have these sliding discs here that when the hard side of the disc is down on the turf, they slide pretty easy. Or if you can see in the background, there's a black slide board there, which we have some booties that you can put on your foot to slide, but you need a frictionless surface to do this exercise. I'll start with the baseline version of this exercise, and I'll show you ways that we can make it easier so that you can progress yourself to that baseline version, and then ways we can progress the exercise in the event that you need more of a challenge. So this is a 2-leg slider leg curl, and it's going to be done in a continuous motion. So you notice I'm fully laying on the ground. If you want a pad for your head, you can put a pad under your head. My heels are in the middle of these sliding discs. My toes are up. The first thing I need to do is I need to push down through my heels and use my glutes to get myself into a hip bridge. Notice that in this hip bridge, I'm not overextending. I'm just using my glutes to get my hips into full extension. This is my starting position. All I'm going to do is I'm going to push down and forward into my heels and drive the sliders out, and notice my hips are going to come down with my heels going out, and as soon as I get my legs extended, I'm going to pull my heels in and my hips come back up into that hip bridge. Okay, so out, tap my butt, come in. Notice my hips go down as my legs go out, my hips come up as my legs come in. This is a leg curl, a sliding leg curl. Now, it's pretty challenging, so if you've done nothing like this before, you probably would find out that you can't do it. So what do we do to make it easier? Well, the first place we start is we do what's called eccentric slider leg curls. So that means that I'm still going to have the same position. I come up into that hip bridge, and now for the eccentric, I'm going to take anywhere between 5 and 8 seconds to slowly push my heels out. Again, my hips are coming down as my heels are going out. When I get to the end here, I'm going to fully relax on the ground, slide my heels back to my butt, come up again for my next rep. 5 to 8 seconds, slow, 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 driving my heels out, hips are coming down, fully relax, come back. And I'll do that for the prescribed number of reps. Another alternative to make it a little bit easier is to do a stability ball leg curl. So I have a medium-sized stability ball here. I'm going to have my legs extended this time. My heels are right toward the middle of this ball. I'm going to push down through my heels, bring my hips up just a little bit, and now I'm going to actively pull my heels to my butt and then extend my heels. Notice my hips stay pretty much in the same position, and I'm focusing on what it feels like to use my hamstrings to pull the ball in. So those are 2 ways to make it easier. What happens if that baseline version of the leg curl, so the one where I come up and it's more continuous, where I'm actively letting my hips go down and drawing them up, if that feels pretty easy, the way we progress that is we go to single leg. So the next step is a single leg eccentric. So I have one leg pulled up and out of the way. My working leg is here, my left leg. I'm going to start with an eccentric single leg curl. I come up into that hip bridge, take 5 to 8 seconds to drive that heel out. Notice my hips are coming down as my leg goes out. Once I'm extended, I fully relax, pull that heel back, come up into my next hip bridge. Again, 5 to 8 seconds, eccentrically extending the leg. And I do that for the prescribed reps. That's the first progression. The second progression is to do that continuously. So I'll do a single leg curl. That means I'm not ever fully relaxing on the ground between each rep, and I'm not going slow. I'm going to come up into that hip bridge, extend out, pull my heel in and my hips up. Extend out, heel in, hips up. And this is that final progression of the slider leg curl. Enjoy.